go. For a y-intercept, you guys, a y-intercept is going to cross that y-axis. You guys, what is, you don't have to write this, but what is this point here? 0, 4, what's this point here? 0, 3, 0, 2. What's the x-coordinate every time I'm on that y-axis? 0. So you guys, in order to find the y-intercept, you always just set your x equal to 0 every time. In order to find the x-intercept, anyone have any idea? This point is 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0. Anytime I'm on the x-axis, my y is 0, you guys. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So this equation, we already wrote what my vertical asymptote was of -2. We drew that in. To find my y-intercept, I just have to go plug in 0 for my x's. So I'm going to say, all right, my y equals, let's go plug in 0 to each of those x's. I'd have 3 times 0 minus 1 over 0 plus 2. What would that get me? What are we getting on top? -3 over 2. So you guys, my y-intercept, when x is 0, my y was -3/2. When x is 0, my y is -3/2. That just means I'm going to go down 1.5. Boop. There's my y-intercept. And my x-intercept is just when my y equals 0. Here's my equation. Where's my y? F of x is just my y. So my y is just f of x. So I'm going to say 0 equals 3, x minus 1, x plus 2. And then people get stuck. What do we do anytime I've got something equals a fraction? What could I do? You could just multiply by that x plus 2. Is that the same thing as cross multiplying? It's the exact same thing, you guys. If we multiply by x plus 2, I'm down with that. Let me show you. If we multiply by x plus 2, these cancel. What's 0 times anything? 0, and I'm left with 0 equals 3, x minus 1. If you're like, that wasn't that intuitive to me, you guys, you could have always just cross multiplied, and here's what that would have looked like. We had an x plus 2 down there. You could have said, oh, I'm just going to cross multiply, put this over 1. 1 times that is that. 0 times that is 0. Same exact difference. What are we going to start doing to solve for x? Do you want to divide by 3 or distribute your 3? We could do either. Which one gets the x by itself quicker? Let's divide it out. What's 0 divided by 3? 0. What's my x-intercept going to be? 1. So we have the point 1, 0. Good, good, good. We're going to go to our graph. We're going to go to the point 1, 0. And we're going to plot it. And that's as far as we're going to take that graph today. Let's go over to page 24. Because this one we started. Yeah. Number 5. Number 5. The x-intercept. You guys, if I were us, I'd write, how do we find that one more time? That's always when my what equals 0. When my y is 0. My x-intercept is when my y is 0. You guys, everything is based on this equation now. We factored out our whole, everything is based on this. So I'm going to go ahead and say, when is my y 0? When is 0 equal to x plus 1 over x minus 2? What are we going to do to solve that? Cross multiply or multiply by x minus 2. They're both right answers. Cross multiply or multiply by x minus 2. Cross multiply. Okay, let's do it. If we put that over 1, what's 0 times anything? Bless you. Favorite class period? What's 0 times anything? 0. Good. What's 1 times x minus x plus 1? Okay. What's that x-intercept going to be? Say it again. -1. Love it. So that means when x is -1, because we plugged in a 0 for y. So I'm going to go plot that. I'm going to go left 1 and 0 for y, and that's a point. Boop. Let's go find that y-intercept. How do I find that y-intercept? That's always just when my x is 0. You guys, we do that here. If my x is 0, what's my y going to be? Oliver, win. If my x is 0, what's my y going to be, you guys? 1 over -2. Do you agree if my x is 0, we got -1/2? So we're going to go to that graph, 0 down 1/2. Okay, here we go. You guys, we're going to just do x-intercept. Always when my y is 0. You guys, we got rid of the hole on this one. Oh, gosh. We got rid of the hole. And this is what everything is based on. When is this equal to 0? 0 equals x plus 1 over x minus 2. Is anyone seeing a trend with the x-intercept of a step that we could potentially skip? What do we do first? When you cross multiply or multiply by that denominator, what are we going to get? Just the top. When we get 0 times anything is still 0 equals 1 times that top is x plus 1. Is that what happened over here, BR? 0 equaled the top? Yeah. You guys, so for the x-intercept, you can always do that. It's always when does the numerator equal 0. Now, we can go through the motions of how to get there. If I was a kid, I'd probably need to do that. But I just want you to know, if you want a shortcut, it is just 0 equals the top. What is my x-intercept on this one? -1. So we got -1, 0 on my graph. My y-intercept, again, is when my x is 0. We're plugging in a 0 for x here. When x is 0, what we get on top? 1 over when x is 0 on the bottom. Yeah, wouldn't it be 0 times a -2, which is 0? Guys, are we ever allowed to divide by 0? No, it's just undefined, or if you just want to write does not exist. There is no y-intercept on this graph, and that's okay. It's never going to cross that y-intercept, cross that y-axis. Why is that? Because there's a vertical asymptote over there. We can't be crossing a vertical asymptote. 2 more, and then we're going to have a 2 more x and y intercepts to go, and then we're done. Here it is. This guy, ooh, you boys. This guy, we said, this one had no hole, people. Has no hole. My x-intercept is when my y is 0. My x-intercept is when my y is 0. You guys, do we want to start our shortcut? Could we just do when the top is equal to 0? Because if my y was 0, when you cross multiply that, we're going to get 0 equals the top. Are you guys good with taking that shortcut? Yerp. When does this equal 0? Just like we did with vertical asymptotes, you got to set each little portion equal to 0. When does 2x plus 1 equal 0? When does x plus 4 equal 0? What are going to be my 2 x-intercepts here? Anyone get a -1/2? And a -4? Oh, snap. So I'm going to go to my graph. I'm going to go left to half, and I'm going to go left 4. We're going to cross that x-axis twice. You're crazy. My y-intercept is when the x's are 0. Again, we're going to go, I guess you really could go to either one. Actually, if we were to go back up to here, you guys, that's going to be easier than down here. It's going to get us the same exact answer. I can go up here because there was no hole that I took out. If x is 0, what would I get? 4 on top and 5 on the bottom. If x is 0, I'd get the same thing down here. It would just be a lot more work. If x is 0, so I'm going to just use the easier one. We got x is 0, we got 4/5. X is 0, we're going to go up 4/5. If you might want to make yourself a little note, like how did she just do that? I went like this. Boop. I plugged in zeros for those x's. That's how I did it. One more, then we have a competition. One more, and then we have a competition. All right, x-intercepts on this last one, number 9. When are my y's equal to 0? Did we have any holes on this one? I don't think so. When is my y equal to 0 or just my numerator, you guys? When is this numerator going to be equal to 0? -3 and -1. So you're saying -3 and -1. Well done, Mr. Richardson. -1 and -3. I'm putting it on my graph. My y-intercept, again, is when my x's are 0. I could plug in 0 for x here, 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 and here. Or I could plug in 0 for x here. Did our original equation look a little different? There we go. Don't worry about this other stuff down here. We didn't do this, and it doesn't change our answer. Three over -9 is -1/3. Well done, Lawyer. 0, -1/3. I'm going to go to my graph. I'm going to go 0. I'm going to go down 1/3, and that's as far as we're going to take it.